Okay, it's Mark, and it's time to start our live show. And tonight we have a lot of stuff to talk about. We have some stuff people posted on our website. We have news and other things to talk about. So let me let me first get rid of the start image here. There we go. All right. So first things first. I got a 3D printer recently. It's a Anycubic Photon, and here's one of the prints. And so I wanted to show you guys what this thing's capable of because
My toilet needs you.
all right, I have a toilet emergency. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So our toilet just overflowed as I started. Isn't that fun? So anyway, I'll have to get to that later. I turned off the water, so everything should be safe for now. So anyways, yes, it's Cat Girl. Hey, Amy and Matt. How's it going? So yeah, this is the Anycubic Photon that I printed this on, and I sprayed it with primer, and she got a little bit dusty, but you can see, it's very detailed. The layers and everything are very, it's like 0.05 millimeters, so very small. And yeah, I mean, there's just so many possibilities with these, like armature parts and replacement faces and things. So yeah, it's only 250 bucks. So check them out on Amazon. Let me see here. Let me do this real quick. I will show you guys a photo of it. So Randy, what's going on? Okay, let me oh, the price went up. That's weird. All right, let me show you guys. So anyways, yeah, I guess, the original price last year was $539 for these printers, and I bought it for 250, like $4, just 2 days ago. So the price has gone up, but still, for $300, it's quite an amazing printer. And I've also the resin that comes with it for this test print. One of the problems with these printers is that the resin tends to be kind of smelly, and it's also toxic. And so there's another printer resin that you can buy, which is less smelly, and but still, the printer is just really great. Hey, Wee Beast, what's going on? But yeah, I'm just really excited to try more prints on this and see what I can do. For stop motion purposes, I think this is something that anybody that's curious about stop motion should check out and consider buying, just because of the mechanical parts you can make with this, as well as like I said, replacement faces, props, anything that you can 3D sculpt. Like if you want to make, let's say, a stop motion puppet that changes in scale. 3D printers offer that ability. So if I wanted to make like clay puppets, I could sculpt it digitally and then print it out, make a silicone mold, and then pour in molten clay, and then you can make actually varying degrees of scales. So yeah, it's really neat. All right. So anyways, moving forward. So Terry Eibel, I had a interview with him about 2 weeks ago, and he's got this thing called the Animation industry podcast, which is at Terry Eibel, TerryIbele.com. And I don't think it's on his page here. Let me see. Probably isn't. He's got a YouTube channel. There we go. So his YouTube channel is Terrymation, which is TerryMation. And he's got only about 5 so far uploaded, but you can see I'm here on, let's see, when was this? 5 days ago. So August 23rd, you can see that I was interviewed. And he's also got some great interviews. This one is with character designer Derek Kirk Kim. This one is with Box Trolls dev artist Sylvian Mark, who actually I haven't listened to that one, but it sounds pretty cool. And this one is, let's see, Humberto Rosa from Into the Spider-Verse, which is actually a really good animation. And this one is it Ricky? Asbjorn and Chris Garbut. I'm probably messing up their names really bad, but it's on being showrunners for Netflix. And actually, Netflix is something that we're going to talk about in a little bit. But I just wanted to kind of plug his blog and his podcast because it's really good. So check it out. And so it is feedback week, but I do want to jump into some news first because we only have one feedback submission. And that is from Wing It Productions, so we're going to show that later. But I do want to talk about the news because this is really cool. So if you guys have ever been fans of the Chiodo Brothers before or seen their work, they were sort of in the 1980s, they were really big and they did a lot of advertisements and live action and stop motion and just kind of like overall, props and what can you call it? Animatronics, I guess you can consider these. So they had this thing called, what was it called? It was like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I think. Maybe they talk about it here. It says here, in a lengthy chat with THR this week, John spilled the beans that he's reuniting with practical effects masters the Chiodo Brothers from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Critters, and Elf on a stop-motion animated Christmas special for Netflix. So I don't know if this is going to be an hour-long or perhaps maybe just a 30-minute thing. It says, sharing a link to their story on their Facebook page, the brothers confirmed the news while also letting the title slip. It's called Alien Christmas. So how do you say this guy's name? Favreau told THR, I've been trying to work with these guys, the Chiodo Brothers, who did the stop motion on Elf. It took over 15 years only because the business model changed. So this is really interesting. So they're talking about the business model and Netflix. And this, we've talked about this several times before on the show, where you've got, so you have like Netflix, Hulu, you have, I think Apple has one. You've got, what's the other one? Apple, Netflix, Hulu. There's a bunch of them. But anyways, what these companies are doing are kind of competing with each other and getting exclusive deals with artists. And Netflix has been really nice and friendly towards stop motion animators in particular. So I guess somewhere along the line, Chiodo Brothers pitched this project to Netflix, and so it says here, as fan of the Chiodo Brothers may be aware, they released a book back in 2015 titled Alien Christmas, so it's pretty safe to assume that Netflix Christmas special is an adaptation. In Alien Christmas, written by Stephen Chiodo and Jim Strain, and illustrated by Charles Chiodo, on Christmas Eve, in this quiet little outpost at the top of the world, the battle for Earth began. So, what are you guys saying here? Yeah, you could. So Amy is mentioning. Okay, gotta catch up with you guys. So, yeah, for action figures, making the with the 3D printer, yeah, you could do that, and yes, it would be a lot cheaper. Uh, yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of ways to tie down action figures and stuff. That's true. Rigs are probably the most common way to just go that way. But and Amy says I looked on Amazon and the action figures look really light. And there's also blank action figures. Yeah, I mean that's totally one way to go for sure. But anyways, so yeah, if you guys are wanting to make sort of like puppets, I mean the Kyoto brothers are probably going to use something along the lines of machined aluminum armatures. I don't think they'll be using anything less than that because they've got the machinery and all that kind of stuff. So I imagine the quality is going to be pretty good. But it's also expensive. So if you guys can't afford a CNC machine, that's a good idea. Go with some toys for sure. And so, anyways, it says here that aliens swarmed the castle like insects, and Santa and the elves defended the village the best they could. Gift wrapping guns bound the invaders in colorful paper and ribbons like mummies. Candy cane slingshots fired snowballs. Bats of caramel doused aliens climbing castle walls. So that's really all it says. Kind of leaves you hanging there, which of course is, they're not going to give away the whole plot or anything like that. But so Charles Kyoto, I've seen a bunch of I'm his friend on Facebook, and he has been drawing a lot of clowns and stuff. So I don't know if that was related to this project, but let me click on their Facebook page. Let's just take a look here. See what's going on. And I thought I liked this page. Well, that is very peculiar. I thought I liked it. I'm going to like it again here. So let's look. Got some photos. So this is the kind of work he does. It's a really good artist. Oh, never mind. This is actually fan art. My bad. Wow. Alright, so they get a whole fan art section, but where's their actual, where are their pieces at? Maybe he's only posting it on his personal wall. They're neglecting their page. And here they are with Ray Harryhausen. Trying to think. So this is 2015. Whoops. What am I doing here? Go back there. This is probably a picture from before then, actually. So what does this say? Here's the official 2013 Kyoto Brothers Christmas card celebrating the holidays. So yeah, there's nothing really here that they're posting. No art that I can see, anyways, regarding their new project. But if you guys are interested, maybe they will in the future. So Kyoto Brothers Productions Incorporated is their Facebook page. Let's see. There you go, Amy. I don't know why it blocked your comment there, but it's been unblocked. All right, so moving forward, guys. So on Hypebeast, I saw this here. It says Key and Kenny Beats fight aliens in the claymation video for Dig It, and so this here is an article about this project. And it says here, a couple of weeks after the debut of the Love on Ice video, Key reconnects with Kenny Beats to serve up another new vignette. And this time around, the two artists link up with director William Child, Rolling Loud, Open Mike Eagle to produce a claymation visual for their 777 record Dig It. So I don't know who William Child is. if he is, has been into claymation for a long time. Maybe he has. This might be the first film. I'm not totally sure. But it says, I initially spoke to Mr. And Tabari after sending them my portfolio. William Child, who previously created a similar production for Dash, tells Juxtapose, explaining how today's clip for Dig It came to fruition. We discussed video concepts for other artists they work with, but I was already a fan of Key. So when the guy from Aris sent me Dig It from 777, it was immediately clear that I could make a great video for this song. The stop motion and claymation stuff is still relatively new to me in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, so he's not really super experienced, but he says, but since finding out how much I love the medium, I have pretty much consistently working on claymation product. Have been pretty much consistently working on. So you can check out Key and Kenny Beats' new claymation above. And so it's not too bad of an animation. I'm not going to show the whole thing because I will get a copyright strike. But you can see kind of the quality here. So there's like a combination of digital stuff here, obviously, as well as a lot of composition, and looks like copying and pasting of elements in here as well to make this scene. So it's pretty obvious, if you watch a lot of stop motion, you can tell how it was created. But that's not bad. That's actually pretty cool because it keeps your budget down a bit. So it's sort of like a futuristic scenario. Kind of drives around, and later on he meets like aliens and stuff, and he ends up. I won't give the plot away here, but he ends up doing something very interesting there. So check it out. So it's called Key X Kenny Beats Dig It official music video, and it's actually really good. So I wanted to pass that along to you guys to watch if you'd like. Maybe what I could do is I could post this on our Facebook page later. And another stop motion video that came out. This one here is posted on Brooklyn Vegan at brooklynvegan.com. And so it says here, industrial rap group Dalek had made a new video for With These Mics off their recent prospect of the author's EP. It's a claymation video starring an old samurai who wanders in search of immortality, says director Vincent Kritara. Again, not familiar with these people, but it says it gets a little trippy, and as Dalek explains, the storyline complements the story of the song. So the video itself is it's pretty good. Let me see if I can show you guys a little bit of it. Again, I could probably post this on our Facebook page after the show so you guys can see. Is there a way to make this larger? Let's do this. Here we go. Boom. I don't want to make it too loud. They don't have like a larger way to do this like YouTube does. Make it large like for a sec. Alright, so you can see that he's sort of filling in time with the walk cycle here. Same with this as well. So the entire video is almost 4 minutes long. So you can see that the artist was trying to fill in time just because that is a lot of animation to do. But this particular character goes around and he climbs up a mountain here and meets other samurais who oppose him. So really cool use of the lighting effects there with the eyeballs and everything. So they're almost like some kind of ghostly ancient warriors or something like that. Um, but the animation's pretty good. The puppets are not bad, and kind of reminds me of the old uh, Jar of Flies video. Who made that one? Who was the director? Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh god, it's been so many years. It's been almost 20 years, but anyways, the animation is really cool, and it says here, Dalek with these mics, official video, from respect to the author's EP on Exile on Mainstream Records. And so here's Vincent's webpage. Probably let's check out his Instagram, because that's usually kind of fun to look at pictures of these things. And he doesn't have a lot here, it looks like. Just one photo or two photos. I guess he met Bill Nye the Science Guy at some point. It's pretty funny. And he's got some other stuff here too. I'm not sure what this is from. Some earlier stop motion. So yeah, this is all kind of interesting. I mean, all these up and coming stop motion artists, where are they going to be in 10 years? I mean, we'll probably be seeing them on feature film animations and stuff like that. So this is going to be a CRET animator, and his name is Vinny Kratara. So awesome. So that I will post later. Okay, so here's some big news. So I don't know how many of you guys are going to go to the Montreal Film Festival this year. So let's see here. The festival Stop Motion Montreal. So they actually, they kind of reversed the way it's called. Used to be, so anyways, it says returns for an 11th edition from September 16 to the 22nd under the theme of Stop Motion in the Digital Age. So what that means, I'm not really sure. Perhaps does that mean that it's going to, highlight stop motion that uses digital technology, or does it just mean overall because there's so many CG films out there? Now it says, after a decade, the festival continues to grow and offer a unique event in the world, a full week dedicated to the art of stop motion. The open to the public part of the festival will take place September 20 and 22nd at Concordia University. At Cinema Modern, professional workshops will be organized from the 16th to the 19th in collaboration with MIAM and Salman Sejun Studio. So there was some news also about the. So if you look at the side here, it says that there's actually new leadership taking over the festival, or actually enhancing it, I guess would probably be the correct term. So I think that the festival has been just doing really well. Every year it seems to be getting bigger. They've got big names showing up there to give talks and these workshops. So it says the 2019 festival will welcome Phil Tippett as special guest, a legendary stop-motion visual effects artist. Tippett has been working for several years on the short film series Mad God as an independent filmmaker. 3 episodes of this series will be presented in addition to its virtual reality version. Awesome. So I guess maybe they've actually completed that at this point. If you guys recall, we talked about that a long time ago, and it seemed like what they were doing with the virtual reality was they were using photogrammetry to photograph all their puppets, and then maybe they're animating those in CG, or maybe they have some sort of camera rig that they're using to to film the puppets. Like, the technology is really on the cutting edge. So Randy says, Mark, have you gone to the festival? I have a piece in the first one, Bear Attack, but I didn't go. No, I've never been to it. I never have. Every year I hear about it and I always want to go, but I haven't yet. But that would be so cool. I'd love to meet Phil Tippett too. Um, so anyway, so the acclaimed artist will also offer a conference that allows festival goers to learn about the different aspects of his work. The conference is made possible by Daniel Langlois Foundation for Art, Science, and Technology. Yeah, I'm just botching all these names tonight. Says it will take place on Saturday, the 21st at 7 p.m. In the Alumni Auditorium at Concordia University, room H110. So, let's see. So they will also have Felipe or Philip Tardif, originally from Gatineau. Do you guys know where that is? That's the first time I've ever heard of that place. It's just like one of the articles with the most crazy names in it. Anyways, that particular person studied at Concordia University and was an animator for several years at Laika. Participated in 5 of the 6 feature films by the Oscar-nominated Oregon Studios. So he's actually been at Laika for, wow, what, since before Coraline, perhaps? Well, actually, Coraline would have been the first. Yes, I think he's pretty much worked on all their features. Tardif will share his knowledge of the secrets and tricks behind Laika's uniquely visual style during a conference focusing on the digital tools used in the creation of stop-motion films, to be held on Friday, September 20 at 7 p.m. So that's cool. I mean, I imagine he'll have like a box full of puppets and surface gauges and maybe a computer setup. I'm thinking with like Dragon Frame. That'd be really cool. Also says another special guest of this edition is Johan Oettinger, founder of the Danish animation studio Wired Fly, which specializes in animated short films, puppetry, and video games. The studio is currently developing the video game. You guys want to pronounce that for me? Voca Volantis. Produced by Kong Orange. Yep. So anyways, this is all pretty cool. And I mean, if you guys have the ability to go there, this is, a chance to meet people that you probably would never meet walking down the street. You know what I mean? This is like people that have come from around the world and across the United States to go to Montreal. And I'm sure they're going to have, local people as well, because I would think the entire Montreal stop motion community, this would be like a giant thing, because you can just drive there if you're living in that city and take part. Hey, Grandview. Yep. So Phil Tippett has worked on this Mad God virtual reality version, which we did talk about it a long time ago, but I haven't kept up with it because they haven't really posted anything until this article. This is like really big news, and I mean, he's probably announcing it at this festival for a reason, because the publicity around this is really big. So yeah. So anyways, yeah, pretty awesome. Now the New York Times had this article which they came out with, and I thought this is kind of cool, and I didn't see this until today. It says here, make your own animated movies frame by frame, and it's the tech tip section of their site, and it says stop motion animation is a great way to bring toys and other objects to life and learn the basics of filmmaking. So Amy, you were talking about using toys for stop motion, and it's really a great way to get into stop motion. I mean, toys are pretty much what everybody starts out with anyway. And so this is by J.D. Beersdorfer. So how many names have I messed up tonight, do you guys think? It's probably a lot. I'm sure that's not even pronounced that way. But she goes on just, kind of with links and whatnot, showing, different programs and whatnot you can use to capture your animation, and different software. They've also linked to Dragon Frame and iKit Movie as well, um, and how to use the Notes app for storyboarding, as well as how to set up your camera, which is in this case a phone, um, animating using Onion Skin with the program she's using, and it looks like this one here is Stop Motion Studio Pro. So a lot of, it's a little bit confusing with the name of some of these programs. So this has nothing to do with Stop Motion Pro, the company, which is now Stop Motion Pro Eclipse. It's like, people are kind of purposely, using similar sounding names because they can leapfrog off other companies and stuff. But it has no relation. But it's probably a pretty good program, for a phone. I mean, it looks pretty good. And it says here, wrap it up. Your stop motion app includes a suite of multimedia effects and editing functions you can fine tune, etc., etc. If your chosen app doesn't have offer such bells and whistles, export your stop motion clips and import them into a regular video editing tool like iMovie, KineMaster, or Microsoft's Photo app for Windows 10. So this is all kind of, low budget stuff, and I actually not really all of it because they did mention like Dragon Frame, but pretty good ideas and tips, and just kind of shows you how it's all done. And that's really cool that stop motion is out there in the New York Times, a big newspaper, and lots of viewers and stuff. So that's really cool of them. My first stop motion, I used, what I used? I used one of those mannequins that are made from wood, that are about 12 inches tall and have the wooden joints. Like you go to a craft store, and they've got like the rubber bands inside, so if you bend it, it kind of holds its shape, or the pose. So I used one of those. I used that on like cans of beans and stuff, like really basic stuff. I also used some stop motion ATST models. Actually, they weren't built for stop motion, but you could sort of like move the guns on them and the head and everything, and of course clay. So that's kind of what I used. Let's see what time it is. So we've got about less than a half an hour left. So we got lots of time left. So I want to show you guys this as well. So this says here, presenting Pirates of First Star, the $162 budget game. This is on GamesAsylum.com. So I imagine that they just kind of let's just see what their site's about here. So it looks like a general overall gaming blog of some sort. So I was not familiar with this site until I Googled for stop motion news and found it. But it looks like they cover pretty much everything. That's awesome. But I saw this and thought this is kind of interesting. So it says here, new Xbox One release, Pirates of First Star, from the creators of Final Star, funnily enough, has an art direction more distinct than most, created using popsicle sticks, yarn, and clay. Precisely $162 worth of crafting materials, in fact. So they added up their receipts, and there you go, right? Over 600 models were created, photographed using a Samsung Mobile, and then uploaded into Photoshop, ready to be cropped and added to the game. So this is actually kind of interesting, right? So this is sort of like what most of us would do, to be honest. It says, from the press release, the characters are claymation. My artistic skills are lacking, and my budget was lacking even more, so I had to figure out a way to pull this off. It says I built a stand out of popsicle sticks that could hold the model and the camera. So it's pretty simple, right? So I guess he had some kind of a popsicle stick Samsung tripod or something. And it says, I had no idea what kind of clay to buy, so I just went to Michael's and bought the cheapest clay they had. I used yarn for the hair, I still think cutting the scalp off of dolls and plopping it into a clay head would have been the best method. But have you seen how much dolls cost nowadays? He says. Fortunately, I wonder if I can. So here's a close up. It's actually not bad. So we got like a little miniature axe. We have. It's almost like he photoshopped on some real beards there or something. But he doesn't use yarn. So maybe he like, just photographed it and sort of cut and pasted in there. They don't seem to have arms. They're just like floating hands. Not bad, not bad. Says here, Pirates of First Star borrows heavily from classic games. There's no map, there's no arrows pointing you where to go. The game is 3D, but it keeps the view narrowed without 360 degrees of visibility so that the world can be memorized quickly, but also there are a ton of secrets hidden even in plain sight. What I really want is every player to at least one time to say, I can't believe I didn't find that sooner. So, it says here, Pirates of the First Star is available now on Xbox One and PC with crowdfunding for possible PS4 and Switch versions currently underway. So this must be some sort of like a Kickstarter page. Kick track. Alright. So, looks like they're trying to get about $1,721. Oh no, 3,500. Okay, so I guess that's what it costs to port it over to Switch and PS4. Wow, I have no clue what's involved with all that stuff, but it sounds, some of these games are kind of, I mean, the things that go into it are kind of mind-boggling in terms of the complexities. So it says here, okay, so it's a modest amount, 3,500 to get those versions out. It is vital that they release in 2019. I'd rather take my chances going up against Christmas than some of these huge titles that are coming out in early 2020, and then just when you think it's safe, here's Cyberpunk to slap us all back to reality. It would almost be fun just to release at the same time, just to see if you could sell one copy. Well, good luck to whoever attempts that, it says. So, slightly cynical, but who knows? I mean, this is kind of neat. I don't know, would you guys spend your money on this project? Might be kind of nice to support. I'm sure it's not like selling for a lot of money. It's probably like a few bucks, right? Let's see. Available now. Let's check it out. $16.74. Well, Great British pounds is that, or euros? Not sure which one that is. It's probably Great British pounds, but is it gonna load? I don't think it's gonna load. Probably because I'm broadcasting. Oh, here we go. An adventure to find your place. The quality on this video is really crappy, but that actually looks kind of good. Okay, so they have some sort of like Tetris puzzles here where you can play against each other. And so it's a mix of CG, clay animation, and not really sure. It's definitely a hodgepodge of different things. I wish the video quality was better, but it actually doesn't, like I say, it doesn't look so bad, honestly. I like the way everything moves. Oh, there's the ghostly guy in there. Dead pirate or something. Escape reality with unlikely friends. Alright. It's like some 1950s guys with their hair slicked back. It's like John Travolta or something. And his name is Vinny and Tommy. Sounds very East Coast. Like maybe they came in there from the future or something, back into the 1700s, or I don't know where they're going with that really, but uh, but yeah, I mean it's not bad, right? And always ask the girl to dance. That's the most important part right there. All right. So, anyways, check it out. It's called Pirates of First Star. You can see it on Xbox Live here. Um, yeah, pretty cool. Got some more pictures too. Let's just click on a couple. These are much better quality. Much better quality than the video. All right. So, how much do we have left to look at here? Okay, so, all right, we got 2 more things to talk about, and then we're gonna get on with our feedback week extravaganza. And the reason why I'm holding off is because it's actually a long video we're gonna show tonight. So first things first. Now this one here is more of a PG related stop motion that I found that came out just let's see, on the 27th. It says Undercovers, a stop motion animated film by Michaela Olsen that considers the secret lives of others. So if you've ever wondered what other people are doing in bed, this is pretty much the video you want to see. It says, on the night of a lunar eclipse, we uncover the sweet, salacious, and spooky secrets of a small town, reads the introduction to a charming new stop-motion animation by Michaela Olsen. So yeah, it goes on to see what people do when they turn out the lights, and it is over 7 minutes long. So this is a staff pick from Vimeo, and it had the official selection Sundance award. Official Selection 2019 award. Not really sure if that's an award or not, from Sundance. And official selection Ottawa International Animation Film Festival, official selection 2019 Maryland Film Festival. So tons of awards. I'm not going to show it here because it's like I say, it's like PG-13 stuff, but it's really well done. And if you guys are able to watch it, definitely check it out. So it's called Undercovers from Mighty Oak. Grandview says if you want better video quality, maybe check out Steam. I just watched it there. Too late for now, but thanks for the tip. Next time I should do that, actually. And that's actually kind of cool that they have it on Steam, because I don't really use the Xbox stuff too much. Alright, let's get rid of all that stuff. It says here, this little old stage, and this is from Randy Boyum Animations, and so yes, Randy just released this, and it's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds long, so I want to show it to you guys tonight. So let's check it out.
Although it has never left the small room where it was built 20 years ago, this little old 4x6 foot clay animation stage with its wrinkly blue sky has been many places. It's been a corporate boardroom, a stage for singing eggs, a goofy basketball court, a bizarre convenience store, a gymnast's practice room, a lizard man's planet, a challenging mountain river, a graveyard talent show, a surprising family room, a quiet front porch, a dangerous electrical room, a magical Christmas tree, a blue-collar North Pole, a rainbow escape route, a peaceful summer forest, a 60s TV show, a New York City apartment, a country western awards show, a TV room with turkey legs, a tabletop full of options, an elegant marble veranda, a spooky autumn forest, a nifty sledding hill, a lonely desert highway, a sweet little old church, a steep and rocky canyon, a 16th century study, a medical professor's office, a musical bus stop, an overpriced hotel lobby, a comfortable living room, and an entire world for silhouette people. But now for this stage's 20th birthday, it has become a peaceful city park. And how did that happen? I'll show you, but stand back. This is dangerous. Get yourself some black clay and toss it out there. If you handle it just right, it'll go exactly where you want it to go. No questions asked. Using foam board, create a couple of hills and slide them onto the set. Wherever they land is good enough, so glue them into place. Add a black racing stripe. Cook up a pot of liquid grass and pour it on the hills. It will spread as needed. Fly in a painted tree and position it. Then add other trees and gently shove them into place. Some trees may know what to do, but others will need help. Toss out some bushes and add a few blades of grass. Finally, steal a bus bench and slide it into place. And stage number 33 is set. Let a new story begin.
Yes, Randy, I was spying on you again. So pretty awesome, right, guys? And so this is Randy Boyum Animations, and of course, Randy is here tonight in the chat, and you can check him out on YouTube. All kinds of very funny animations to look at. And let me see here. So how many videos do you have total, Randy? It's quite a bit. And of course, my favorite is if you guys get the chance to watch this one, check out Fast Food. It is the most hilarious video you will ever watch. Alright. Let me close that and this. These I will post on Facebook later. Alright, so now for our sort of feature presentation here. I am going to refresh this page because some people like to post stuff last second. Alright, so nobody else has. So this is for feedback week. So this is what our broadcast was supposed to be about today, but we've only had one submission. But this submission is almost 10 minutes long. So we're going to watch this and discuss it for a little bit and wrap up our show. And before I start, I should mention, this is from Wing It Productions. I'm going to open up in YouTube. And it's called Snark Warts, a Star Wars parody, and Wing It Productions is also the name on YouTube if you guys are interested. Maybe give them a like. And it says a clay stop motion animated vaudevillian parody of Star Wars. So there's actually lots of links, so if you guys want to check out all this stuff, we've got a way to donate through Patreon, as well as various other video sites and Instagram, as well as a blog. So let's watch. Hopefully YouTube won't mind me playing the whole thing, but it's pretty long and shouldn't be anything copyrighted. It's not too loud for you guys. Let me just check my audio real quick here.
Say, who the good guys and who the bad guys around here? The guys are black, bad guys are white. If white guys are bad, why is our leader Darth Vader black? 'Cause of all his dirty work?
Now, you've had worse.
Get these plans to Obi-Wan Muskogee.
Fear not, Princess. We are as reliable as the U.S. Postal Service.
As reliable.
What are you doing here?
Who, me?
A desert planet? Not what I was looking for. Oh well. I'm a stranger in paradise. Wait for me.
Hi, I'm Fluke Dishwasher. I'm the Archetypal hero. The Stinkins just sold me the two of you. Not there's anything wrong with that. Hey, anyone ever tell you look like an Oscar?
All the time. Better take a good look, cutie. With your performance and non-political agenda in this movie, it's as close as you'll ever get to an Academy Award. I am C-Miko, and the slut machine is YouTube Barstool. We have a message from Princess Leia.
You are the father.
Help me, Obi-Wan Muskogee.
Hey, she's cute. I'm I'm sure there's nothing creepy about me saying that. Progressive morality's edgy.
Rescue me from this evil Darth Nader and take the plans off the new evil super evil space station, find a weakness and destroy it.
Sounds doable. Golly, only one. Princess Leia is in the hands of that rat Nader. We haven't a moment to lose.
Eh? You want to go up to my flat later and sing the blues?
We're doomed.
The heroic Poppy wanted you to learn about the snark.
What's that?
It is an all-knowing power that says it will take care of us. It knows best. It knows all. Sees all.
I thought that was the IRS.
I need to see your ID, driver's license, insurance, social security card, your planetary status card, a blood sample, your shoe size, and your robot authorization ownership papers.
He doesn't have to show you any of that.
He doesn't have to show me any of that.
We can go mind our own business.
You can go mind your own business.
Gosh, how'd you do that, oldie?
The snark gives you power over weak minds.
The snark gives me power over weak minds.
All right, drive on.
All right, drive on.
Hey, we don't serve their kind here.
Robots?
No?
Oh, wait outside. We don't want any trouble.
Oh my, just y'all wait.
This is one weird saloon.
Hi, I'm Ham Chowder. You looking for a fast ship?
Whoa, that's fast. Okay, we'll take it.
Donald the Trump, you'll be paid soon after I taxi some locals.
If you don't pay, I'll get your ship and you'll be wearing concrete galoshes. Or is it cement overshoes? Believe me, it'll be beautiful.
Hey Donald, did you know as well as being a charming rogue pirate, I'm also a song and dance man?
You're fired.
We're a little rushed. Please get on board. Keep trays in the upright position. We'll get out of here.
Woo-wee! I recognize that foul stench.
Princess Leia! Before your execution, I'm testing the powers of the station on your home world of Lucasfilm. From there, we'll gobble up even more autonomous business. After all, competition is for suckers. Am I right?
What's wrong?
I feel a great disturbance in the snark. As the millions of voices cried out here. Terror! Maybe not.
The planet, Lucasfilm, is gone, and the Mouseketeers have the galactic nuclear Hoover-matic on full suck. It's pulling us in. I hope this place isn't run by the TSA.
Remember, chicos, act nonchalant. The snark is with us.
Right. We're on a rescue mission.
Anybody come by your post, Trooper?
Yeah, a couple of guys, a 98-year-old man, a couple of robots, and a 14-foot puppy ape.
All right, if you see anything unusual, let me know.
Hi, I'm from Dishwasher. I'm majoring in archetypal heroics. How am I doing?
Great, kid. And what's your story?
I'm in it for the money.
Yeah? How much?
17,000.
Cool. There's a Starbucks on the way. My treat.
We meet again, old man. And you look fabulous. Where do you get your work done?
Gee, thanks. No, really. I moisturize daily. Say, nice try, Nader. Prepare to die, you vile, villainous evildoer. Oof, I left my charger at home. So long, cruel universe.
Wow, what a march.
Do your stuff.
I'm in charge now, see? I am the head cheese buckos. I am cramping real bad, and I gotta hang now. Destroy the evil mouse guard and its millions of outsourced men.
Ooh, use this snark. Ooh.
Wow, Oldie, you're a talking ghost. I'm sure this presents no issues.
The Snark will help you find the target and destroy the Musketeers.
What if the Snark lets me miss?
The Snark also knows how to cover up.
Gee, oldie, is this the sign I'm looking for?
Hey, you think? Maybe.
Governor Tardy, the rebels are attacking with small ships. We never imagined small ships could threaten our wonderful wicked empire.
I don't believe it! Quick! Bribe the Supreme Court! Get me Jonathan Gruber!
Oh boy.
Gee, we're heroes.
You know it, kid.
Now that tyranny has been wiped from the universe, we can make way for theme parks and tourism.
Misa Jaja! Misa JJ!
Guess I can become a rides operator.
Coming soon. The Imperial Mesa.
This lemon you call a ship will never get us past this counter-swing Musketeer.
The Jiffy Canary still has a lot of surprises in her.
The entire control panel just shorted out.
See? Hey, asteroids.
Excuse me? I don't recommend that.
What would you recommend?
I recommend Preparation H.
Teach me the ways of the Snark, Master Yo-Yo Mama.
First, patience you must learn.
Yeah, patience. Now let's get going, little Duderoony. Whiz, man! You killed my father and now you cut off my hand?
No, Fluke. I am your father. You know, my healthcare bill should, cover the hand thing.
What's going on, Animatast? Yep, you are pretty late. That's true. But you did make it. Alright, so kind of makes a joke about when the next one will come out. It's coming in 2040. So anyways, yeah, I mean, I just think the comedy aspect of this is really great. I mean, the characters and, you know, the parody of, you know, Disney and Lucasfilm and all that. I mean, just, yeah, it's really hilarious. Yep. There's like J.J. Abrams, Gilbert Gottfried. There's the Tin Man, which I thought was kind of a funny addition to the one scene in there. Or actually two. I mean, Cheech and Chong. Who else is in there? Work from Ork. Yep. There's the Beatles. There's the Beatles are in there. There's Spock. Zelda. That's really funny. I mean, honestly speaking, this is almost like a Mad Magazine. Yeah, and there's Donald Trump as well as Jabba the Hutt. So yeah, it's all really funny. I mean, I don't know what else. What can I say about it? It's just, it's really good. Yeah, it's got some pretty good music in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that a lot of green screen was used here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know all of Wing It Productions techniques, but a lot of compositing. You know, clearly Trump's head is sort of stuck on there with maybe in Photoshop or something. For some scenes, and in other scenes it's not. But yeah, I just think it's great. I mean, all the lines are funny. All the characters are sculpted in a funny way. It's not overly produced, you know, and in some ways, if that something's overly produced, it's not so nice, and so there's sort of like somewhat of a cheesy factor to it, which kind of adds, you know, to the charm. I mean, So yeah, I don't know. I like it. So anyways, guys, anybody have anything to say about it as a film overall? I mean, there's just so much to it. It's almost 10 minutes long. But, and there's so much to see. You almost had to, like, freeze frame through everything here. Who are these guys? It's like a Disney ride here, going through the Death Star. It's got a soda and Mickey Mouse hat. It's like, I didn't see that in the Star Wars movie. Anyways, yeah. It's fun to just watch over and over some of this stuff. I guess I like stop motion. But anyways, so it does conclude our show for tonight. And so I want to thank everybody for showing up and giving some feedback and talking and whatever else we did for the whole hour. Actually, it's a pretty long time. So next week, let's see. So what is today? 28th. So the 4th is the next one. And so that show will be finally working on Bad Apples again. And then on the 11th, that'll be when the next feedback week is. So if anybody wants to have us showcase your films on our live show, make sure you post your work before the 11th. And what I'm going to do right after the show here is I'm going to go to our feedback week section. So anybody that wants to post their work, you have to do this first. So click on the feedback week link here, and then read the instructions on how to post photos. And of course, if you guys have a YouTube video or a Vimeo, it's just a matter of copying and pasting the URL at the top of your page, okay? But if not, if you have pictures that you want to show to maybe show your puppet skills or storyboards, or maybe you're working on armature or something like that, you can post pictures. So after you've read through this, click on the link here that says post your work in our forums, and you will see our feedback week section. You can also click on forums at the top first if you want to, and then click on feedback week. So I will have one for, like I said, it will be the 11th of September. Wow, the anniversary of September 11th. That's kind of weird. But anyways, yeah, so thanks again, everybody, and I will see you next time.